Hello friend, let us see some problem that has been taken from the chemical bonding, and these all problems has been asked in the some different exams. And this problem, when you are discussing from the chemical bonding, you will find some difficult problem also. So let us try to understand from the question number 1. So what the question number 1 is given, student: in a crystal cation and anion are held together by. A student, that is we study, that is the cation and anion we already studied, that is when the ionic bond, in case of ionic bond, there is formation of cation and anion formation takes place. Means when the that is the ionic bond, we know that is formed by the what, student, that is the ionic bond is formed by the transfer of electron. So dear student, here they are asking that is in the crystal cation and anion are held together by. So what could be our answer, student? Let us see on the board. Here is the board side, student. Try to watch out on the board. So you will find that is, student, what you will find if you see this one, that cation ionic. Firstly you try to understand, student, ionic bond. So if you are trying to understand the ionic bond, what you will find, student, this ionic bond is also known as what, that I told you in the morning, that is this is also known as Coulombic. That is Coulombic force of attraction. Coulombic force of attraction. This is the one name. And one more name I told you in the morning also. What is we told you, student? That is electrostatic force of attraction. Electrostatic force of attraction. Electrostatic force of attraction. Force of attraction. Now, student, that is they have already given the cation and anion. So when you are talking about, they are asking, suppose it is there Na plus is there and one is Cl minus is there. So in the Na plus and Cl minus, what kind of attraction will be there, student? There is no line between these. So what kind of attraction is there, student? This is electrostatic force of attraction. So when you are going for the option, student, the correct option will be the option number B. The option number B will be our correct option. Now, student, when you are going for the question number 2, let us move and see the question number 2. What the question 2 is there? Question 2 is, in the following metals, which one has the lowest probable interatomic forces? So out of the, they have given the sum of the option they have given, and they are asking that is, in which of the following metal which have the lowest probable interatomic forces. So question number 2, when you are going, student, that is when you are going to find out the interatomic forces, so what you will find, student, that is the copper is there, student, then silver is there, then zinc is there, and mercury is there. When you are talking, student, that is when you are talking about, that is Hg. Hg means mercury, student. Mercury exists in the liquid state, student. Liquid. When you are talking compared to solid, if you talk about this, student, that is attraction force in the solid is high, then will be the liquid, and then what will be, student, then will be the gas. Now what we have to understand, student, that is the liquid. Here other metal is there like copper, silver and zinc are the solid. Mercury is liquid. So what you will find, student, that is liquid is having the lower, that is lower attraction forces. So lower attraction forces, it also implies why lower attraction forces. So Hg is having completely filled d orbital. This is having completely filled d orbital. Completely filled d orbital. Completely filled d orbital. So completely filled d orbital, student, due to which it does not form the bond. Okay, it does not. It is not capable to form the types of bond. As a result of what is happening, student, that is the mercury is having, out of the 4 options, mercury is having the lowest probable interatomic forces. So correct option will be, student, for the question number 2. If you are talking about, option number D will be the correct answer. Now let us move, student, that is next question, and what you will find the next question, student. Here let us move and you will find question number 3. So if you check the question number 3, student, in the solid organ, what they are saying is, student, in the solid organ, they are saying, in the solid organ, the atoms are held together by. Okay, in the solid organ, atoms are held together by. The first number option is their ionic bond, second number option is their hydrogen bond, and third number option is their van der Waals forces, and D number option is their hydrophobic forces. Up now when you are going student, this is the argon. If you know, that is noble gases, I already told you student, the group number 18 elements are the noble gases. So let us see student, if you talk about that is group number 18. So group number 18, what elements are there student? That is helium is there, neon is there, argon is there, krypton is there. So these xenon is also there. But what this will be do student? They have completely filled d orbital. They have what student? They have completely filled d orbital. Completely filled, not d orbital. Completely filled octet. Completely filled octet. They have completely filled octet. Up due to completely filled octet, what will happen student? They can't form the bond. They can't form. Okay, they can't. Exception is there student xenon. So they can't form what student? They can't form what kind of bond? Strong bond. Like that they can't form covalent bond. Okay, covalent bond is not possible. Then also they will not be able to form the ionic bond. Then also not possible to form that is coordinate. Okay student, why? Because they have completely filled octet. So what kind of this all will form student? This all will form that is van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. So our correct answer, correct option will be student option number C. The correct option will be student option number C. Now let us move for the another question student. Question number 4. So what you are finding student when you are going question number 4? Let us read out the question number 4 student. Which one is highest melting halide? So that is in the question they are asking, they have given the so many halide student and they are asking that is which have the highest melting point. Okay, so what are the option student? Let us read out that is here in the question student. Here is the let us do on the board student. So first is halide is there NaCl, then they are there NaBr student, then they are there NaF student, and their last one is there student NaI. So student when you are going down the group, okay, so what is happening? Halide size FCl, Br or I. So these halide are size decreasing student. That is FCl, Bri size decreases, size increases, and when size increases student, so size increases means attraction decreases. Attraction decreases. Attraction decreases student. Attraction decreases means what student? That is what student? That is weak bond. Okay, weak bond. So weak bond student, that is what if you talk about the down the that is weak bond. So weak bond will be student, so that is low melting point. Low melting point. Okay, so now check out this option student. The all Na is the common student. So which one will form the highest stronger ionic bond student? That is fluorine. So which number option will go student? Option number C will be the our correct option student, because NaF having the size compatibility, similar size, and F is highest electronegative and this is electropositive. So they will form the strong ionic bond student. As a result of they have the highest melting point. So correct option will be option number C. Now let us move student the next problem number 5. So when you are going student problem number 5, so what you are finding student, let us check out the question number 5. Read out the enhanced force of cohesion. Okay, that is they are saying enhanced force of cohesion in metal is due to. Student, that is cohesion forces are there in the metal. There is the cohesion forces is there. Cohesion forces, what is meaning of cohesion forces student? This is also quite weak force of attraction that takes place between the similar atom, similar species. Okay, now let us try to understand student question number 5. That is cohesion forces they are asking student. Cohesion forces. Now student when you are going to understand this one, that is takes place between the similar atom. Takes place between similar atoms, similar species also you can say, similar species. This is what is student, this cohesion forces is also a weak force. How they are forming this cohesion forces student? That is they are formed by the exchange of energy by mobile electron. Okay, so how they are formed by these cohesion forces? This is for definition you can memorize student. Formed formed by exchange of energy. Exchange of energy. What is student? Exchange of energy by energy of mobile electron. Mobile electron. अब student, in the metal, you know, this is the metallic bond. This is the in the metallic bond, what is there, student? All metals are surrounded by the electrons. So that is, if you are talking about, that is Fe is there. So all outside there is too many electrons are there. Okay, here is also Fe. So you will find that is too many electrons are there. So what you say, student, that is metallic bond is what? That is metal cation is present in the sea of electron. Okay, so this is like that. So what kind of is this will result, student? This will result, that is the cohesive forces will result when the energy, these all the electrons are moving electron. And how the cohesive forces will take place, student? When these two electron, any of the two electron is transferring their energy. So that is correct option. Option number will be the option number D. Now student, let us move. This is the question number 5. Option number D is the correct option. Now student, let us go and see the question number 6. What is the question number 6 is there? If you go and check the question number 6, student. So question number 6 is saying, student, that is, which one of the following substances consists of small discrete molecule? A small discrete molecule, they have given the 4 options, student. That is carbon monoxide, graphite, copper and dry ice. Dear student, when you are going for this one, so you see that is the CO is there, student. Let us see with the option. CO, carbon monoxide, is gas. So it's absolutely not, it cannot be answered because it is gas, so its size will be large. Okay, so small is not possible. Now if you talk about graphite, student, graphite is also, the structure is what, student? Its structure is hexagonal structure, student. Its structure, if you talk about the graphite structure, its structure is hexagonal structure. So in this one also it is not possible. Its size is also the larger size. So it is not also. So graphite and carbon monoxide. If you are talking about copper, student, this is the copper is there, Cu. So copper is also there, is a metallic bond is there, student, metallic bond. So metallic bond, when you are talking about, it is also d block element. So it is also the larger size. Okay, so what will be our correct answer, student? The correct answer will be the dry ice. Dry ice, student, if you talk about dry ice, so dry ice is having, if you talk about excessive hydrogen bonding, excessive hydrogen bonding. Excessive hydrogen bonding will be there, student. As a result of this excessive hydrogen bonding, its structure will be, that is, its structure will be small discrete structure, small discrete structure. Otherwise it is a small discrete molecule, that also you can write. And how the hydrogen bonding will be taking place, student? That is HOH is there, student, HOH. So one HOH is also like that. And here is, so what you will find, student, here is also you can take HOH. So what you will find, student, here will be the hydrogen bonding will be there. Definition is there, the force of attraction between hydrogen atom of one molecule with most electronegative atom of the another molecule is known as the hydrogen bonding. So that we will study in the different chapter, but our correct option for this will be, student, that is option number D. Our option will be option number D. That is, dry ice is having a small discrete molecular structure. Now let us move, student, question number 7. So what you will find, student, if you are going question number 7, let us read out. So question number 7, they are saying, student, that which of the following does not apply to metallic bond? Okay, so which does not apply to the metallic bond? So where the 4 option is there, student, that is overlapping valency orbital, mobile balancing electron, okay, delocalized electron, and highly directed bond. That is option number D is wrong, student. Option number D is wrong. I will explain here on the board. Let us try to understand, student. This problem is not too, this is the very easy problem. When you will study the metallic bond, there you will be able to understand. So question number 7, student, option we are saying, that is option number D is of student, that is covalent bond. If you see covalent bond, so covalent bond, if you are talking about Cl and Cl atom are there, one electron shared. So this is the highly directional. This is what student. This is covalent bond is directional. Even okay, directional. So that is overlapping is there in the covalent bond. So directional. So first option is wrong. Mobile balancing electron. So if you talk about a student, that is metallic bond. I am taking here again. I am taking teaching you that is metallic bond. So metallic bond, what is student? There will be large number of electron will be there, student. Large number of electron. And in the sea of electron, what will be there, student? In the sea of electron, you will find that is metal cation will be there. Okay. So this all the electron, if you see here is the Fe will be there, student. Fe will be Fe. This is the metal cation, Fe and Fe. So here is the 3 plus, okay, 3 plus, this 3 plus and 3 plus. So what you will find, student, these metal cations are surrounded by what, student? In the sea of electron. So this is what is, this is known as what, this is the structure of metallic bond, student, and these all electrons are relocalized electron, mobile electron. So now, student, can you determine the direction of this bond? No. In this metallic bond, there is no direction. So the correct answer will be, that is the, here is they are saying, it does not have direction. 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 So if it does not have direction, student, so our correct option will be option number D. This is the option number. They have said which of the following does not apply to metallic bond? Highly directed bond. No, student, this is the non-directed bond. Metallic bond is non-directed. Now let us move question number 8, student. What your question? In melting a lattice structure of solid, they ask in the CPMT, okay, CPMT exam 1982. This is very old. Now this type of question are not being asked, student. That is, they are saying question number 8, student, you see, that is in melting lattice, if lattice solid is there, student, lattice solid. Lattice solid, suppose you are taking NaCl. So what is you are doing, student? You are doing, that is, you are melting, you are putting the melting. So if you are melt it, if you are, what you are doing is, student, lattice solid is having, that is, suppose if FCC structure is there, FCC. So if you are melting, student, melting it. So if it is melting, so its structure will be what? BCC, or it can be simple unit cell. So what is happening, student? On melting, the structures change. Structure change. On melting, structure, what is happening, student? Structure change. So correct option will be, student, option number what, student? Option number B. Now, student, let us go question number 9. So what is question number 9, student? If you talking about question number 9, what they are saying, student, let us try to read out the question, student. So question they are saying, student, okay, I am reading the question, student. Which of the following has the highest melting point? So there are the 4 options they have given, student, and they are asking, that is, which of the following have the highest melting point? First option they have given lead, second option diamond, third option what is, student? Fe, and fourth option they have given Na. So student, let us come on the board, student, and then try to understand this concept. What they are saying, highest melting point, highest melting point. Which have highest melting point implies that, student, highest melting point, it means what, student? Strong bond. Strong bond. A strong bond implies that, student, the structure hard substance. Structure will be hard substance. Up dear student, if you see, that is Pb is there, okay, and there is diamond is there, diamond, up diamond, MOND, diamond, and like Fe is there and sodium is there. Sodium is the softest element, student. Soft. Why sodium is soft, student? Even if you can cut this sodium by the knife, student, okay, sodium can be cut by the knife. So sodium cannot be option, student. Fe is also not that much hard. Pb is sometimes it is existing is semi-solid, student. So diamond is the hardest substance. Diamond is hardest substance. Diamond is hardest substance of all the known element. Of all the known element. So all the known elements, student, known the element. So hardest substance means, student, highest melting point. So correct option will be what, student? That is, our correct option will be the diamond. So now option number, what is the, student? Option number B. So here is correct option for the question number 9 is student B. Now let us move student question number, read out the question number 10. So what the question number 10 is there, student, in the formation of molecule by atom. So what is happening, student, when the molecule is being formed by the atom? I explained in the very first lecture this also, student. You try to understand this, how you will be able to understand. Suppose we are having, that is the A atom, and here is also having the B atom. Both are having what, student, in the center is positive charge is there. Here is what is also positive charge for B atom and for atom. And there is what is happening, student, in the balance cell there will be the electron, student. Okay, so electron here I am mentioning, student. So what will happen, this center will attract this electron, okay, and this center will attract this electron, okay. So attraction is there. But what is happening, suppose this electron and this electron is there, student, similar charge. So what they will do, student, here is the attraction, student, attraction. But what is happening here, student, electron, here will be what, student, this is the repulsion. Even nucleus also repulsion. So correct option, if you read out the option, student, so the option, first option, they have attractive forces of rate, repulsive forces of rate, both attractive and repulsive forces of rate. So here attraction and repulsion both are taking place, student. So correct option will be, student, option number C is our correct answer. Now let us move the, student, next problem, problem number 11. What the problem is there in the problem number 11, student? If you see, they are saying, student, problem number 11, that is, which has the weakest bond, which have the weakest. They have given 4 options, student. The 4 options are what, student? If you check out the option, student, so you will find that is first option is, that is diamond, then neon, then KCl, then ice. These are there, student. Dear student, here is little confusing, this problem is there, problem number 11. The few student also asked from me, student, that is why their option is like that. Dear student, if you talk about the diamond is the hardest substance, so it is ruled out. KCl is ionic bond, student. So option A is the A and C. They are the ruled out, student. A is diamond, very hard. KCl is there. This is the ionic. Ionic bond is also very strong, student. Now we are having the 2 options. Neon solid is there. Neon solid. And dear student, and that is ice is there. Ice they didn't give, that is what is the state of the ice. But ice is also solid. Now student, if you see the neon solid is having the strong attraction. Why, student? Because that is dipole attraction will be taking place in the neon solid, because they are the compressed form. Neon is the compressed form. But when you are talking about ice, student, so ice is having hydrogen bonding. It is also the type of van der Waals bond. But here, because of the solid, student, the priority is given to the neon. So which one is the weak? Hydrogen bond is weak. Bond. So because here is solid is not mentioned, student, that is why our correct option will become the ice. Okay. Neon, why is not neon option? Because the solid is mentioned, student. Now let us move, student, that is the, and you know the in the solid, that is the attraction force is high. Now let us move, student, problem number 12. Which of the following exhibit the weakest intermolecular forces? Okay, now this is the good problem, student. That question is getting repeat again and again. Helium, HCl, NH3, H2O. So H is there, student, HCl is there. Okay, NH3 is there, student, H2O is there. So they are saying which exist in the weakest intermolecular forces. So here you see, student, I already explained you. So it is the noble gas, student, noble gas. Okay, helium is noble gas. So noble gas, I told you, student, they form, that is either they do not form, or that is very weak bond with, student, very weak bond. And very weak bond, student, what is the name of very weak bond here? If you are going to understand very weak bond, this is known as what, student? That is van der Waals forces. So here is van der Waals forces, and this is very weak bond. So our correct option will be, student, option number A. And other are the not. HCl, no. And NH3, no. H2O? No. So which of the following exists in the weakest intermolecular forces, student? The correct option will be helium, because it is the noble gas. Now let us move, student, problem number 13. So what problem number 13 is there, student? If you talk about glycerol has the strong intermolecular bonding, therefore it is, what is first number? Sweet? No. Reactive? No. Explosive? No. Viscous? So question number 13, student, that is the very good answer. If you talk about the glycerol, if you talk about, see on the board, student, if you talk about the glycerol, student, so what you will find, student, glycerol, so structure of glycerol is CH2OH, and next one is what is CHOH, and next one is what is, student, CH2OH. So these three OH group is there. So there is three OH will form the three hydrogen bond. Okay, it will form the hydrogen bond. It will form, what it will form, student? It will form, student, what is the hydrogen bond. And if it is forming the hydrogen bond, so what will, student, happen? The compound will, from the compound will become what, student? This will become the viscous form. Okay, viscous. Okay, so correct option, student, correct option will be, student, option number C. Why option number C? Again and again I am saying, student, because of the presence of 3 OH group, it will form the so many hydrogen bonding, so molecule become stable. Okay, so the first option, sweet, that is very unrealistic. Reactive, not possible. Large molecule. Explosive, never possible. So correct option will be, student, viscous, because of the hydrogen bond formation it will be viscous. Now let us move, student, question number 14. So what question number 14 is there, student? If you find among the following, the weakest one is metallic bond, ionic bond, and van der Waals force are covalent. Dear student, covalent bond is formed between the what, student? That is the non-metal. Metallic bond in the metal, and when we are ionic bond, that is metal and non-metal. And when you are talking about van der Waals forces, this will form in the gases, student. So gases is having, that is, weakest force of attraction, and which is the weakest force of attraction, student? That is van der Waals force of attraction. This force of attraction is also found in the noble gases or any other gases. So our correct answer will be option number C, because they are asking, that is weakest one is. So weakest one is the van der Waals force of attraction. Thank you, students.